Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Inter Podcast. Listen to the official Inter Podcast and relive the tales of the great number 10s who wrote Nerazzurri history. Search for 10 number 10s on the main podcast platforms, on the official app, and on inter.it.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Looking in your eyes, kind of heaven eyes.
Closing both my eyes, waiting for surprise.
To see the heaven in your eyes is not so far, 'cause I'm not afraid to try and go it.
You know the love and beauty never known before. I'll leave it up to you to show it.
And golden lady, I like to go there.
Golden lady, I'd like to go there. Take me right away.
Whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha.
And whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha. Whoa ha 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 ha.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jaden XD. Wow, I am XD, the Tammy Roman of podcasting. I'm angry and been doing this shit forever.
I'm the nigga in the car who did the little.
I'm also the in the beginning of Kaya's My Neck, My Back.
I don't want to be any part of that. So, welcome back to another episode of Jaden XD. I'm Kaya's disillusioned mind asking Trina if she'd like a versus battle.
Right. Mama's been social distancing with the truth and like
For her whole life.
And like reality.
For her life, nigga.
All the live long day.
For her entire existence, fucking coyote.
Right. But how's week what are we on week 8? No, week 10.
I think I don't know, nigga. I don't know.
Week 10 of the shutdown.
Not enough of a shutdown. Because the niggas are coming out more and more like roaches in the light.
Niggas are just saying fuck it because they can't see past their own noses and they want their own comforts more than they want to live. So
I went to the supermarket today and it was a nigga who walked past us. You know, we had to stand 6 feet apart outside the supermarket and line up to get inside. So I'm standing on the line. Here comes this nigga, mask around his chin, just weaving in and out of people trying to get to the back of the line. Outside, but still. Right. So he's like, excuse me, y'all, excuse me, just mouth spittles. And
Gross.
I was so irritated. I was like, you just gonna excuse us with your mouth all open and your mask not on? I was like, Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, what's that? Sounds dry.
Smoker's cough, girl.
Okay. That sounds dry.
I don't have the CV-19. I haven't been outside.
I know.
Honestly, I have not been outside since I went to your house.
I respect it. I've been outside since I went to the supermarket.
Right, and that was a week ago.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I've been doing the social distance thing hard.
Oh, listen.
Even with
the only place I go is the supermarket, and I walk to friend's house.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like the day, like I dropped my laundry off that day because I was like, well, this is going to be my day to go outside. Mm-hmm. So, and I did everything. You know, I have my groceries delivered, but I've always had that done. So,
so did I, nigga, and I don't know how this keeps happening for you. Instacart. Y'all don't got no seniority program for niggas who been using this shit since before this shit. Like, and then I heard one of the Instacart girls today talking about, well, I can't hardly get no deliveries. I said, well, where are you at when I'm trying to place an order? Because I'm in this bitch and you in this bitch. I was so mad. I was so mad.
Yo,
just
no,
angry.
I don't know. You know, favorite fair honey. I don't know, but I also be up at like the time you go to bed is the time I wake up.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I have, you know, I told you my life is now a series of naps. Although I've been really good because I've gone back to work kind of, and I've kind of given myself such a schedule. Yeah. So I'm like, I've been doing better, but more often than not, I get up at 4:00 and I happen to luck out at the first like delivery times that they drop.
I'm definitely not trying to be Rebecca about things, you know, and I'm not rushing the outside opening. But nigga, I can't wait to go back to acupuncture. I can't wait. I'm missing my little Chinese people.
All right, I was like thinking about this. Some of the things that I miss, I don't miss. Like I like customer service. Like I feel bad because, you know, especially those I saw on Twitter about how these angry mob of people accosted this teenage girl who was at this ice cream shop because she wasn't, you know, doing it fast enough because of social distancing or whatever. And so like it forced her to quit because like they harassed her and like said like vile things. It's like people have become monsters since they've been at home and they, you know.
Oh, let me tell you.
So angry.
So I told this story on Getting Grown. I was in the supermarket yesterday, quickly grabbing like 2 lemons for this cocktail, right? So they have the markers where you're supposed to stand when you're about to check out. And it was it was one of my little Caribbean markets. This was not like my main supermarket. So it's an older lady in the middle of the aisle, and it's the man who's trying to sweep and like pick up baskets through the middle or whatever. So he's like, excuse me, miss, can you go stand where the markers are so that I can make my way through this area? Well, I was already standing here.
That's not.
He's like, okay, but I need you to move because you're in my way and I'm trying to do my job. Well, I'm not moving anyway because when I go over there, somebody try to get on my back. So she's having a whole fit or whatever. And he's like, miss, just please, like I can't do my fucking job if you don't move back. She is being defiant. So here goes the lady right directly in front of me who was the next person behind the older lady. I'll move back. You just stand right here. She's like, just move back so the man can do his job. And
oh my God.
all of a sudden, the whole chorus of people behind me is like, just move down back. Jesus Christ. So the man right behind me is like, I bet she go to church every day. I know she go to church every day. She act like she better than everybody else. She can't move back. So I'm quiet. I'm not even being Jay.
That's that part of Brooklyn you live in.
Oh yeah,
the old Caribbean aunties who have money.
They have figured it out because my girl had an ankle length denim skirt and some Skechers. So
oh my gosh.
So I'm being quiet. I don't want no parts. I don't want no mass spittles. I don't want nothing. So I'm standing there and I'm like, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if this bitch don't move back, she's just holding up everything and I'm already hating being in this place right now. So the whole chorus of people demand, I bet she go to church every day. Just move down back. She's ignoring everybody. She finally turns around and she's like, what you want me to do? I
my
got
gosh.
irritated. At that point, I'm hot. I can't breathe in this fucking mask. I'm irritated. Everybody's screaming at this bitch. She won't move. Finally, I said, just because you old don't mean you can act like a fucking asshole. Move back. I was like, God
my
damn, you act like they
God.
asking you to do fucking science, brain surgery. Bitch, move your ass back. I was like, you just because you old does not mean you get to act like that. I was like, you see these people in this place every goddamn day working and your ass won't move the fuck back. No. That bitch moved back so quick.
No. Oh, see, you can't be catching a case.
I didn't catch no
COVID.
case. I didn't touch nobody. I didn't do none of that. I was just like, I sat there. I stood there quiet in anxiety within this fucking mask in this place. And I'm like, this bitch is really acting like somebody asked her to perform brain surgery.
Right, it's like, bitch, move.
I lost it.
That's why if I go, before I was able to get deliveries for groceries, I would go first thing in the morning, like when my local grocery store opens up, because I refuse to, I don't like crowds, period, but also is less people, so I don't have to worry about standing in line to get into a store, and I don't have to worry about, aunties and uncles just being defiant. It's okay. No,
it's not motherfucking okay, bitch.
And luckily, the people when I've gone that early in the morning, they all have masks on, because the store I go to is very small. I mean, it's Brooklyn. All the grocery stores are small, but like they've been like okay. Yes. But I've tried going later in the day. I was like, oh, never again. I'm good.
Well, funny enough, I found a day of the week where if I go a little bit later in the day, it's not as many people. Like I have rarely had to even wait to get in the store. So that's where I was like, okay.
See, I just have anxiety of just the grocery store in general, but the fact that it's like general grocery store anxiety on top of like cholera and shit, like I just not really.
Nigga, it's like a silent monster.
And then people are just being actively defiant and think that it's a fucking hoax, which makes me anxious even more.
Oh my God, why do you think I only go to the store and walk to friends' house? I don't even like getting in the oops.
But anywho, that's how I've been surviving. I did. Well, there's a whole reason why we're doing this show, because of what I got lost in, but we'll talk about that later. What else? Do we have anything to announce this week?
No, nigga.
Subscribe to Jade's Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yes, the girls out here working. We are working. It has been continuous content all through the quarantine. And so, we here.
Yeah, I have an announcement. I'll probably announce it closer to the date. But yeah, we're releasing stuff. So, and
yes,
very, very soon, in like 3 weeks.
I also have an idea. I have an idea for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's something else. Oh, shout out to all of you who've been watching Waiting to Exhale.
Oh my God.
You guys are getting into it.
Our impact, our influence.
Yeah, it's great. We all know when Babyface was on Instagram talking about the soundtrack. I did not watch that, but I can tell you what I did watch that isn't on today's docket, but we have to talk about. And we got introduced to Sage Saturdays with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. Now, this is how you know this is how you know black girls are magic, because them heifers were up there for 3 hours. And that shit did not interrupt once.
It didn't interrupt once, and I think they had the biggest battle thus far, bigger than Babyface and Teddy Riley, with
absolutely
very, very, very minimal technical difficulties.
Yeah, and when Badu couldn't play, Jilly for Philly just stepped in and was like, girl, let me play your song.
Like, that's it. That is what you call auntie ship right there.
Yeah, it was auntie ship. Ain't no ship like auntie ship.
Because if your phone died, I would certainly get up here and, well, can I get a window seat? Don't want nobody next. I'll take my wig off.
Someone asked me if I was gonna recreate that video.
Please do, and let me be
Girl,
there.
I can't go outside.
Oh my God, but we could do a social distancing version. You can, because they say you can go take a walk. We'll do it in a mask.
It actually might be easier to record it this time because I was only recording that video. If you guys have never seen this video, I'll put it in the link in the description box, or I'll post it to Patreon before this if you're watching this. But
I want to be in the background of your window seat video. I would like pop out of little trees,
like a saute. Anyway, I did this video. I recreated window seat, but instead of getting naked like Badu did the video, I got into drag.
You got into drag.
But the thing is, like, the song is like 5 minutes long, and so it's a really long time. But I was only out there for 2 minutes.
Y'all need to go watch it. He's got his wig, and he's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was a good time, but I will see. I might be able to figure something out.
Oh God.
Also, if you're, if you're interested to watch the video of us live recording this, you can sign up for our Patreon. Yeah. It's raw and edited footage, so you guys get to hear all the shit that we don't say, for the most part. And we'll go from there. Oh, do you have anything else?
No.
Today, it feels a little weird. I think it's because I'm super high.
You said what?
I think it's because I'm super high today. And, normally I don't smoke before the show because you know how I am. But
nigga, wait till we get that biscotti.
Yeah. Let's take a break. And we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
In a time when self-care is more important than ever, every day is an opportunity to skip damaging styling tools and chemicals and focus more on better hair growth from within. It's not just genetics. Many factors that you can control play a role in hair growth, like stress and hormones. Nutrafol targets multiple root causes of thinning hair at once. On top of thicker, stronger hair without lasers or chemicals, Nutrafol's ingredients may also help you to get a handle on better sleep, stress, skin, nails, and libido. Nutrafol is physician formulated to be 100% drug-free. They use natural, clinically effective botanicals for better hair growth throughout the whole body health. Does it work? Of course it does. 77% of women saw improvements in just 90 days. That's about how long we've been locked down. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and using promo code JXD to get 20% off. This is their best offer available anywhere. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get 20% off at Nutrafol.com, promo code JXD. Their best offer anywhere, 20% off at Nutrafol.com. Nutrafol.com, promo code JXD. For hair as strong as you are.
And we're back.
And we are American.
I am American, just like you do. Yeah, sexy drag queen. It's RuPaul's Drag Race. This is a very special episode to your girl.
Same, and there are reasons why. I will just say that I will wait.
Jade cried.
Almost.
Jade cried watching it. This episode made me so angry. And I was saying that, I've watched every season of Drag Race because, I've had to go back and rewatch. And at least season, I really like this crop of girls.
Well, Ru said it.
They are really I'm very entertained. Last season,
Ru said this is one of her top 6 set of girls, and they will forever be the top 6. And I was like, that's a very high compliment from somebody who can't make facial expressions.
Right. So this week's episode brought back a classic challenge for the mini challenge, and they brought back the puppet show. And so I feel like they started that shit in season 4, maybe. Maybe it was season 4 because I feel like Sharon had one. I know in season 5 they had one because Lil Pound Cake is an icon, and when you watch season 5, when you finish season 4, you watch season 5, and you go on All Stars, you'll understand who Lil Pound Cake is. Just like Ornacia, when you get to who Ornacia is, or what Ornacia is, I should say. So they all had to basically get a puppet on random out of this glory hole thing. And let me see if I can remember the pairings.
It was Sherry CK and Heidi.
Oh yeah. Sherry CK and Heidi. Heidi had Jackie.
Gigi had Jackie.
Oh, Gigi had Jackie. Yeah, she did, because she did the voice.
Jackie had Sherry.
Jackie had Sherry. Who did Jazzy Shoulders Hall? Who did Jada have?
Who's left? Gigi.
Maybe that makes sense. So ultimately, they have to put the puppets in drag and mimic the. Crystal. Crystal was there too.
Who had Crystal? Did Jada have Crystal?
That makes sense to me too.
Maybe so. Anyway.
Or Crystal had Jada. There we go. Right. So basically, they have to get the puppets in drag. They're like the puppets for Crankakers, and they have to get them in drag, and they have to mimic them on a little puppet stage or whatever. Everybody was funny, including Sherry Moonves. But Gigi. And Gigi, we were blinded.
We
by
were
the
blinded, baby. I will
trends.
say it every week. We were blinded by the fashions because Gigi even brought the fashions this week.
Yeah. And it just didn't curl all the way over.
Not to the point where it was like, damn, that's a bad bit. Like, she came. All right, let's.
Yeah. So, and ultimately, Gigi should be in a different space where she is just because she won Snatch Game. Normally, Snatch Game tells you who wins the season, except for that season that Alexis, whatever her name was, won when she did Liza.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think that was Shay's season. Who, by the way,
Shea Coulee.
hey, did you see Did you see how she looked on the preview for All Star
Yes,
season
I
5?
did. Yes, I did.
I said a woman.
Baby, Jada Essence, all peak levels.
Yeah.
A woman.
Yes, learn from the legend that is Shea Coulee. But anywho, everybody was funny except for Gigi.
Yeah.
And which is funny because she's usually whatever.
I think Gigi finds things that
Anywho.
work for her. She does not. She's not the funniest. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
The issue is she thought that she could get by and rehearse everything before
Exactly,
she got on Drag
and then
Race.
that way she would.
And that's the issue with everybody who goes on these competition shows that's been on forever, because then it's like, oh, well, I'm a super fan. I can do whatever. I know what the judges are going to say, so I need to do X, Y, Z. That's why Jan went the fuck home.
What I'm trying to figure out is, how does Dahlia keep resurfacing in this fucking broccoli suit? Like, why is this a thing?
I mean, it works. Like, it's funny. It's a running gag.
It is a running gag, and it was funny when Michelle was like, she's stalking us.
Right.
I chuckled.
So, right. So Jackie won the main challenge. Jackie won the mini challenge, and she had to put everybody in a production order for their one woman show. Excuse me. All consulted by the Whoopi Goldberg.
Sister Mary Clarence herself.
Right. Now, I knew that one of these girls was going to have a connection to Whoopi, and I knew the bitch that was going to have a sub connection to Whoopi is going to be the bitch that gets sent home. So I was like, because this happens every episode. Remember, whoever gets closest to the main judge, it ends up being a bottom. Remember when Nicki was in the bottom, when Nicki Minaj was on there, she talked about, I named my drag name after you or whatever. Look at that. Bottom. When there's a season 4 where Dita Ritz does her epic lip sync battle in front of Natalie Nicole, bottom. Same thing. So anywho, I guess this. Oh, you didn't watch Tuck, but I could just tell you it didn't really matter. So Jackie put the order was Jackie was first, and then. Was it Crystal?
Yeah, it was Jackie,
Crystal
and then
second.
Crystal, and then Heidi, and then Sherry. No, Gigi, Sherry, and then Jada.
Gigi, Sherry, and Jada.
And then Touch Me in the Morning.
Jada was upset because she went last. In Untucked, she was like, Jackie was like, "You can't give me shit because you volunteered to be last." That's not how it went.
No, it's not.
Everybody had their own what they wanted to do.
Everybody wanted to be in the
Jada did
middle.
not want to be last. Right. And so she was just like, well, it's not going to matter because you're not going to like put me here or whatever. Like, somebody's going to have to be last. So fuck it. Like, let's get it on over with. I don't want to be, but fine. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. And Jackie kept trying to make it seem like, well, no, she chose it. No, she didn't want to be it. And Jackie kept making it seem like, are you mad at me because of this? She was like, no, bitch. Like, it's not about you. Like, I'm not blaming my performance on you, because Jackie seems to think that this, like, her performance later on
Peak
is
white
about
woman
her
behavior.
But anywho. Right. So they all premiere their one woman show in front of Whoopi and RuPaul Banks.
Yes.
Tyra Charles. And so all of them were bad. Except Gigi's concept was great in the beginning. It's just the fact that, again, she thought that she could memorize everything like this is theater. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but there needs to be a certain level of improv there. I even figured that out myself recently. I was doing the script for the cooking video. And I started it, and I was like, fuck this script. Like, I found myself focusing too much on it, so I threw it out and just freestyled it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, and the more personality is there, and it's better to sell your product. I mean, that's what advertisers ask us to do.
Pretty much. They're like,
literally,
vary from the script. Just don't do these things, and please add these things. And that's it. So and then what happened was, once Gigi got the critique, she got all emotional, and all white women on everybody.
Mama cried,
baby, tears.
This is how I know Gigi is going to win
Crocodile.
this season, because you know why? Because Gigi has the look. She's funny when in a specific situation. She's funny and entertaining. She's a sexy drag queen. She came out as genderqueer. She had her emotional breakdown moment, like she's confident, but she's breaking down her walls. She's young. She won.
Yeah, no, Gigi
now
won.
That
we already
Sherry,
know.
Right.
Unless she won by default, but
yeah. I really want Jada to win, but
she won't.
But as I was watching this show, I knew this was like, it was like a heavy sadness as it went on, because I knew what was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I was like, like the show won't work this way, the way I want it to.
No, absolutely not, because we don't like niggas like that.
Right, but either way, they'd have to pick one or the other, like to balance out the rest of the top 4 or 5 or whatever. So, anywho.
Jackie's was pretty good.
Jackie, I'm glad she switched it, because what she presented in front of, what are they all presented in front of, Whoopi and Rue, was real crunchy and real like, ooh. But Jackie went up there and gave a TED Talk.
Yes.
Because I was like, girl, I did this.
You sure did.
I was like, oh shit, this reminds me of my TED Talk. So I mean, it was cool, whatever. It was Canadian. And then Crystal fucking Method.
I told y'all, Crystal Method, even though it was hokey and it was hokey, it was stupid, and the judges said it, but it worked.
It was so dumb, but it was so funny.
And it worked, and Crystal be sneaking up on niggas every episode.
Right. So Crystal's one-woman show was a parody of a like fitness instructor DVD.
Yes.
And so she like had like this fake like muscle suit on and ripped off her her A-lined undershirt.
She looked like a ridiculous version of
WB anymore.
The workout was there a workout man in Napoleon Dynamite, or was he black? He was black. Never mind. I must be thinking of something else.
Remind me. Put a pin in that, because I have something to say about a black man in a movie and stuff like that.
Is your package there?
No.
Oh.
I fucking wish. Anywho, but yeah, so Crystal's was stupid, but it worked. And then it went to Heidi.
It worked.
Heidi thought she was doing Medea's like family reunion, but like with her makeup. Heidi, she thought she was doing Medea's family reunion. It didn't really work.
And I thought like, she could make it work because Heidi's really fucking funny, and like something about niggas at a family reunion, at a barbecue or whatever. You would think it would translate funny coming from somebody like Heidi, but it just didn't, and I was so sad the whole time because I was rooting for her.
Right. So then came Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi looked like Jesse Spano.
Yes.
She
she
I'm
did
so
same wig
excited.
and everything. I'm
Yeah.
so scared.
And ultimately, her thing was funny. She insulted audience members, which is funny because the Gary happens to be related to Whoopi Goldberg. So.
Oh, really?
That she insulted that. Yeah. That's
Oh,
her.
I did not know that.
I don't know if that's her son. But in Untucked, she was like, "That's my family over there," and she pointed to them, and the Gary was over there.
But it was very funny.
Yeah, it was funny when she got it together.
Yes.
Which is why I didn't necessarily agree with her placement, but. Next was Sherry Moonves, and
I was irritated.
I was irritated for several reasons. I was irritated the fact that it was good.
Well, always.
I was also irritated the fact that Mama should have been disqualified because Mama went.
Okay, if not disqualified, in the bottom two.
Yeah, because bitch, you can't follow directions.
And if a black queen would have not followed directions, they would have either been disqualified like Tyra used to do with her awful ass, or it would have been they would have been put in the bottom two. But Sherry was saved, and I did not think that was fair.
Yeah. At all. But Sherry went on for 17 minutes. They were all supposed to have 5.
So, bitch, you going for an extra 12 minutes and you literally barely get any criticism for it? Like, they called you selfish, they told you went over time, and then your ass was saved.
Right.
I didn't fuck with it.
Early on, like, second person.
Fuck with it at
like, the fuck? And so Jada went very last. And so Jada... it didn't work.
At all.
She told a story about how she pissed on her boyfriend on accident because she was in drag and she really had to pee, and he helped her, like, pulling her down her like
pantyhose,
drag tights and shit off.
How bad does that hurt when you gotta
hold it in?
You gotta untape your joint.
And I'm sure, like, you've had to hold it in for a long time because of the fact that you have everything is so tight and you have layers of pads and tights, because you have no less than 2 pairs of tights on at the same time. You know what I mean? Plus the foam for padding.
Ooh.
Like, and
wait, foam?
Like, I know, like, you have to
I know,
pad.
but I didn't realize.
Like, you need a womanly shape.
So they put the padding and then they put the got it. Okay.
You gotta watch season 4.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Continue watching, because there's a challenge where I think where Sherry had to, like, they have to make foam padding. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they pad.
Well, I know they pad. You know what? No, I didn't know they pad. I knew they tucked.
Yeah, they pad because you have to. How do you think Rue has hips now?
Well, I just figured. Oh yeah, I figured that was a bodysuit.
Yeah, no, they pad. Like, it's padding in there.
And it's foam padding?
Like regular. You know, you remember back in the day, like, them egg crate mattress
yes.
thing?
Yes. Mattress topper.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Man, that is some good trickage.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to find out more. All right, well.
And you foam it out and you cut it out. You have to, in order to make hips, you have to cut it out in the shape of Africa.
Cut it.
And that's it.
Africa. Well,
it's true.
Okay. All right.
Cause think about your thigh and how it goes up this way.
Wow, and you want to know what's so crazy is when Rue came out in that outfit, I was like, I kept looking at like, already it's clear that, like, her hips are more pronounced this season, right? She's going for the Kardashian look. But she came out and I was like, she got thighs, but, like, she don't have thighs. So
Right.
I'm confused. She has chicken legs, and I'm trying to figure out how this works. Wow.
Right. Blew your mind.
This time. Yeah. Okay. All right. So then they did the runway challenge. And in the runway challenge, Jackie came out as the theme was purple.
Huh? Color. The theme was color purple in relation to Whoopi.
Yes. So Jackie came out first in her purple people eater runway look, which was all over the place, but it worked for what she was doing.
It was better than that, like Ole Cassini 1960s mod,
which is her look, and I'm wondering when they're going to get on her about that.
Yeah.
All the discrimination.
Yeah.
So she came out, and then Gigi came out in her Scooby-Doo-esque Daphne
from
not Velma.
Scooby-Doo,
and it was a look.
Yeah, it worked because she loves that whole like Vogue 60s mod thing.
She's got that down. So she came out in that. Yeah. Jada Essence came out in like this exaggerated,
this fake Philip Lim hat situation. This high Mary J. Blige purple boot. Mm-hmm. With this asymmetrical number with this silky 97-inch piece wig.
It was her cute little thigh gap.
It was a look. I liked it.
I did too.
Heidi came out in
some Heidi purple shit. Heidi came out in one of her David's Bridal's finest. And it's not shade because clearly Heidi and Jada have worked their way up to our favorites. So it's not shade. We want Heidi to be better, and we know that her resources have been limited. So she's like, working with what she got, working with the skill that she got. They comment on her makeup being better every week, but it was still a very I feel like I've seen that dress on Heidi before, or maybe on Jada. I'm not sure, but
I've seen that shit on Heidi before,
a variation.
But again, you're right though. She ain't have no money. She's been very loud and said she's been poor and stuff like that. So get her a little bit of money. She gonna come back at All
kill
Stars
you hoes
and slay the girls.
Because Heidi's been on live doing makeup for you girls. Heidi's been working, and I know Heidi is good. Okay. Anyway. Mm-hmm. We'll
right.
There.
So, and then Sherry. That lip was everything. That gold dusted, that marbled, that purple and marbled gold. And I've never seen, compared to what she looks like out of drag and what she looks like in drag, Mama does not just paint. Mama does special effects.
Oh, nigga, it's magic. It's literal magic.
Yeah. Because that nigga looks like John Belushi.
Curly Sue.
Yeah, that nigga look like John Belushi, the fuck house down boots. But as Sherry Moves did.
Them eyes, those lips, the fucking concept of the Cheshire Cat. If we talking competition, we talking teams. Yeah. It's not about her personal creepiness. This is strictly about the look and the look.
Yeah,
and
the look was good. And then Crystal came out as a Taurus.
She did. She looked like that. She looks like the bull that Fran always posts for her birthday.
Yeah, she came out as the Babel cow.
She did. Oh, she came out as a Taurus clown.
Yeah, and I enjoyed
every last bit of it, baby, down to the platform boots.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I noticed. I was like, Crystal as weird as she is, her heels be high.
She be giving looks
as sky,
and she's pleasant.
Right. Like even when she was in boy drag for her one woman show, she still had a heel.
Had a heel on,
and them hoes were like 7 inches
Crystal.
high.
Crystal is absolutely like my third favorite. I like her as a person. I like the fact that she's not afraid to be herself. She's like, I'm weird and I'm gonna play up on that, and people never fucking get it. They never get it, but she always fucking delivers.
Right. And she won this week's challenge finally. She finally won a main challenge, which, because in your face, Jackie, because Jackie could only win mini challenge. LOL.
Talking about if you win 3 mini challenges, does that equal a big challenge or whatever shit is called?
Technically, she won more money. That means she won a main challenge and half of them.
And Jackie's not the one who needs to be winning those mini challenges, or she's not the one who needs it. She's not the one who. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
And she looked more like an IT guy this week than any other week I've ever seen.
Yeah, and watch her fucking win, and I'm gonna have to like boycott this
Jackie
shit.
And Sherry are like 2 Williamsburg residents working my nerves in my way on the sidewalk with their coffee. Like,
I wonder where Sherry live in New York.
Something tells me Sherry either lives in Williamsburg or like Chelsea, because Sherry's not broke.
Jackie. Yeah, Sherry's not. Neither is Jackie, and because Jackie does TV and stuff. So I'm like, I wonder if Jackie live in Chelsea.
Jackie looks like Chelsea, and Sherry looks like. Well, I was about to say the Village or Williamsburg.
Yeah. Britta, I knew lived in the Heights already.
Well.
And I don't know where Nikki Doll lives. Nikki, from her apartment, what I've seen, it looks nice.
Britta definitely lives in the Heights and also moonlights at Caridad in the evening.
Yeah, Jan, I know she gotta live in Williamsburg or something, because it just gives
absolutely.
Just gives who she is. Right. So it brings us down to the bottom two, which is Jada Estes Hall and Heidi something.
Heidi Aphrodite.
She hasn't settled on it yet. She's still just Heidi something. I think she should say Heidi something.
I think so
That's
too.
funny.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, and so they have to lip sync to Prince in front of Whoopi Goldberg, because of course you have to fight for your life in front of another black queen, because that's what we do at, Crabs in the Barrel race. And Heidi got sent home. This was a challenge that should have been a double save.
Not last week.
Not last week with Jackie should have went the fuck home. Her and her jawline should have went home.
Yes, and Jackie's kind of getting on my nerves, because Jackie's one of them white women that's like, "Are you mad at me, bitch?" Yes, I am now. Like, get out of here.
Jackie also has a really big wang.
A really big what?
Wang.
Oh, I didn't.
Only because like you can see it on the show, because it's like the pants that she be wearing when she in boy drag. I'm like, oh gosh, okay. And her name is Darius. So I'm like, okay.
Wait, Darius? Shut the fuck up.
No, her real name is Darius.
Jackie's?
So I'm like, okay.
That's a black ass name.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. So it was down to our bottom two queens, our top 2 queens, but we're in the bottom. And I knew as soon as Jada snatched that fucking long wig off and had that short number.
She did a wig
child,
reveal.
she did, and she got into Prince's character. I was like, my girl is about to go home. I already knew, but as soon as they announced it, I fucking started welling up. I was like, I said, I'm not gonna have any more Heidi. Heidi's my baby. Like, that's my baby. And Heidi's that baby. This is a terrible analogy, but when you have a kid and you don't expect them to look like little ETs when they come out. And
oh my god,
at first you'd be like, oh my god, is my baby ugly? And then the baby just ends up being really cute after like 6 days, 7 days. They get a little fat on them.
Oh my god,
that's how. And then you just love them to death.
Oh Jesus.
That's Heidi.
Oh Jesus.
That's Heidi. When Heidi first came, I am the first to admit I was dead ass wrong. I didn't know, how I was gonna feel about her, just because I was being shallow and looking at the surface of things. And mama's makeup looks sometimes like Noah did it, and I wasn't sure. And then just every week she grew on me more and more, and very quickly.
Yeah.
And so I was blinded by the glitz and glam that is Gigi Good. And I think it was I don't know if it was the never mind. But yes, I was blinded by the glitz and glam that was Gigi Good, and Heidi just really crept up in my heart along with Crystal and Jada, because I didn't know how I felt about Jada at first either. I did not like her at first. I was a Widow well
stan.
We were all Widow stans initially. We were all Widow stans.
Yeah.
And then Widow started turning into that old
Widow started turning into that
and ABB. And from there we didn't know, but they
a throwback. IBB. I haven't said that in a while. Since I got canceled.
I translated to ABB.
Oh,
so we're not gonna tell you what to do. Figure it out. Your black ass in this house before I beat your motherfucking ass. So, we knew what time it was gonna be, but as soon as they announced Heidi, I welled up. They didn't spill over, but I welled up. And even Rue's, dead inside ass had to tell Heidi that she was special, that, how wonderful she was. Like, I've not seen her give a speech like that before a girl was about to go home.
I have never seen RuPaul, and all the seasons I've watched, I've never seen RuPaul be so attentive to Heidi. Like, he really, really liked Heidi. And you could tell he liked Dahlia, too, because he keeps Dahlia around.
Which I don't get.
And I think that Dahlia is like just like her drag mother, Aja, is... We like Aja. She's just a lot. She's real fiery.
Did Rue love Aja?
Yeah, not as much as she likes Aja. Like, Aja was young and just fiery and like Puerto Rican for Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
So so she just
okay, fair enough.
And I also think Dahlia is just entertaining. Like, and she's nice to look at.
Is she entertaining?
I mean, I guess so. It works. The broccoli thing is funny.
The broccoli thing is funny, but Dahlia, Dahlia though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it works.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong and I haven't seen enough of Dahlia to really understand, but
I mean, I've only known Dahlia from this experience.
Not impressed.
I don't know anything about her outside of the fact of Aja, but
well, our Queen Heidi went home, and it was really, really, really sad. Ruth stand, and that's how I know Heidi's gonna come back for an All Stars season, and
not season 5, but season 6. Which, if you caught the tea, All Stars is no longer gonna be on Showtime. It's back to VH1.
Okay. I guess Drag Race is all things VH1, because even when I pull it up on the on demand, it gives me the UK version, it gives me the this and the that. So,
are you able to watch the UK?
I think so.
Because I'm always able to watch UK through the World of Wonder app.
I'll
now
tell you.
The UK, you would like UK just
Drag
because
Race.
the runways are out of this
Oh
world.
yeah,
like,
I can watch UK.
Acrobatic type shit.
I can watch UK.
I feel like you would like. Yeah, you would like bag of chips.
Bag of chips. Love her already from the name.
Yeah.
Love her already for the name.
Yeah, bag of chips. She's a good time.
Okay, is she from this season in UK?
There's only one season in the UK. And it ended a couple months ago.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
it. It was their first and only season, so it's a good time.
That's when Top Model started trying to bring all them different countries and stuff in, doing the same thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, I guess, at some part on Patreon or something. But you need to get through season 4 and season 5 and All Stars too, because All Stars is where, like.
Well, I've been working my vanilla nipples off, so it's been so hard for me to.
Yeah, I know. Because I've also been working, but I've also been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from the beginning again as a rewatch. The only thing I've
been able to really sit and watch, and that's usually because I do that an hour before I go to sleep, is the new season of Dead to Me.
I heard it's not good.
I don't know if I would call it bad. I don't know if I will. I don't know. Who said it's not good?
A couple of homies of mine that I saw on the internet, they were like, the second episode, I'm cool.
I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, the first season was better, but it is interesting to see how the story develops and picks up. And I mean, I'm on like episode 7, so, and I don't love everything.
True. I don't know. I mean, I have to go check it out. I have a whole like list of things to watch and all this good stuff because I've been watching Survivor. So good this season. It's so good this season. The drama is there. I think what it is, I have an issue with watching fictional stuff. Like, I have to be sitting in the mood for it. Like, reality is kind of where my head is at.
That's how I feel about reality.
Yeah, like, I haven't watched Insecure this season. Like I said, I'm going to binge it all. But, like, I could already tell that it's going to drain me because Twitter is draining this season.
Well, Twitter is a draining place, and lately it is a dumpster fire. And...
Well, yeah, I'm just basing on the conversation that they have around. So I'm like, well, let me hurry up and binge this so I can, I can digest.
Black stress me out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Blavity Black speak. I'll be like, yo, shut the fuck. And everything's a goddamn stink piece, and everything's a fucking opinion. And I'm not talking about problematic things, hold people accountable. I'm just talking about everything. I'm like, bitch, just. I know y'all get irritated with people who tell you to go back to the suburbs. But I go stay at your mama's house for a little bit and with no internet connection and just shut up. Just shut up, nigga. Nobody needs your fucking opinion about every goddamn thing that crosses your fucking path. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
So let's take a break.
I don't feel bad for shit I said.
I didn't say you should. I just said let's take a break. We'll be back.
Save us, Claude.
Messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
We begin today's meditation with a few sipping exercises to remind us a little treat can go a long way. So pick up your McCafe iced coffees, close your eyes, and deep sip in. And deep satisfaction out.
Take a treat retreat at McDonald's. Right now, get a McCafe iced coffee in any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price of participation may vary.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. So this week, So here's the thing. I've been trying to navigate my anxiety during COVID. And so a lot of it has resorted me to playing video games and like things from the past or whatever. So when I first started, I had like my Nintendo Switch, and I've been playing like Super Nintendo shit, and I finally mastered the game from 1991. Then I found this game called Cities and Skylines, which is on every platform. That shit is motherfucking hard, but you have to build a city. Then I was like, I wonder if there's a modern Sim City. So I've been playing the Sim City 2 2013 version on my computer. Yeah, having a Wang Day motherfucking doodle. So I started thinking about like all of the things that I did as a kid, like all of like the fun shit I used to do and collect and play. And we may have done this before, but we're gonna reshare it again because why? We're at home. Yeah.
And we don't remember anything we've ever said.
Right, because of cannabinoids. So yeah, I had a computer in my room growing up.
You grew up like a kid.
Yeah, Privs. And so I had like the original SimCity on my computer. I remember when I finally realized that Hearts was just spades for white people.
Oh, I know. When I didn't want to use up all the internet minutes on the disc.
Yeah.
We'd play Hearts on the computer.
Yeah. But like, oh, nigga, only got 100 hours left.
Yes. Be like, time to play Hearts.
Yeah. And Minesweep. Or my favorite, Mahjong.
Yes.
Mahjong. That's a game. I actually played it in like real life with like actual pieces. Them hoes are expensive.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Like the original tiles. It's almost like a you know how like chess pieces can be expensive too. Do you remember Mancala? That game, that African game that they tried to make us play, and it was like essentially, it's like rocks and like this little like wooden like thing, and you had to like scoop them.
Oh,
and, like,
yes, I didn't realize that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I've never played that in my life. Never in my life.
I was about Noah's age when they started introducing that to us. We learned it at church during, and they started playing it at school, but we had it during Vacation Bible School, and it was around the time during the African Pride part was supposed to happen. So that's when we learned Mancala. Yes. It was the game of our people.
Oh, what did I do? We had a international day, and obviously I was Africa, and I tried to make a gele.
Yeah.
And I had a matching dress. Did I say that right? I had the matching dress, and I came through and I did my little booty dance and then kept it pushing.
Yeah.
Your booty might be bigger, but I still can pull your nigga.
But I don't wanna.
So
what
so
was you
explain the
with?
Sims. What is this like my what is this shit called? Grand Theft Auto. Like, explain this to me.
Oh, the Sims. Oh, what I've been playing.
Yes. Are you just playing The Sims, or you're playing like?
I also play The Sims 4, but I've been playing that. The Sims 4 is literally where you play God to like these people that that are made up and live in your computer.
Whibble whibble beetle, abba whibble beetle. Just a whibble beetle, just a whibble beetle.
Have you bought the nods or the mods that allow them to like give
head
the
and mods
shit?
The mods, you just download them for the Friznae through the dark web and stuff,
right? And I just heard that they take up a lot of space on the pewter.
Yeah, they can. Like I have like hood rat mods where like my Sims can have like SWV Coco nails. I also have the gay sex mod so that they be fucking on the thing.
Oh, there's a gay sex mod and then a regular sex mod? Word. Now, does the gay sex mod work like the regular sex mod where it includes like the drugs and things?
Yeah, anything you could apply. You could do it. Like I have a Supreme mod, and so like at one point, one of my families, they were hype beasts. So all they wore was like Louis Vuitton and Supreme.
Oh, I thought when you said Supreme mod, I thought they were witches.
Oh no. No.
I was like, you get to turn niggas into bulls and stuff?
No.
Well, I might need to get into this.
No. But I've been playing Sim City where I build cities. So actually I've actually built a region, and it's called Allurian. Oh. And so yeah, it's called Allurian. It's a pretty name, right? I created it myself. And so each city I've named them. So there's Sloppy Bottom, like Foggy Bottom. Oh my God. Or Soggy Bottom, excuse me. It was Soggy Bottom because it's a wetland. Okay. And then I have Ovalescence, which is a town because I shaped it like an oval. And then there's Park Slope.
What?
An industrial city
where everybody has families and coffee shops.
That's exactly what it is. Park Slope. I designed it for Park Slope to be hella suburban, and like there's no high rises there. It's just Park Slope.
It's just Park Slope.
But it's also like sloping onto like water, so it's like rows of like beach homes and coffee shops, so and you know. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's a good time. But yeah, The Sims. Yeah, I think you would like The Sims because you could create characters. And it's a good escape. The only problem is you'll lose yourself, and you have like a kid. So like,
well, so Nikki plays The Sims, and this her mommy activity when her child leaves, and she. I'm
about to say like, but then her daughter is like a toddler compared to yours. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, my child can go play The Sims. I can play The Sims. It's fine.
True, that's actually true. No,
she plays
I don't know how you could play.
She plays Roblox.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you could play The Sims as like I have a child that's a toddler. That's dedication. That's awesome, actually.
It's her mommy downtime. Is what she is. She does it when the child's not there.
That's a good thing to do, like with a child's at daycare or sleeping or something, to just get high and just play The Sims. Cause just be like, well, what are these people doing? Like, I can make them fall in love. I can make them beef. I can like kill them. I can have like make them have a baby. Yeah. I can make them go to the club, like Keisha's Valley.
Yeah, Quiche can't keep her on a leash.
No.
Okay. Mm-mm. Well, maybe I need to. No, I'm not. I don't have time to play no damn Sims.
I said the same thing, but it's a great stress reliever. You need to de-stress. You need to revisit things from your childhood,
nigga.
because Crystal said we need to nurture our inner child. So I am nurturing my inner child by playing the video games that I once had.
Well, maybe I'll buy some of these toys that we used to play with when we were kids.
Do you remember Pogs?
Yes. They came back, you know.
Pointless. Why?
I don't know, but Noah had some Pogs, and were those Pogs? I think they were Pogs. Wait, maybe I'm wrong.
The little cutout cardboard.
No, I know the little circles.
And with the.
Oh. Well, did they come back?
Yeah, it's the milk caps. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't come back. Maybe I'm thinking of, no, I know what Pogs are, but Noah had something that was similar to Pogs, but they weren't Pogs. Oh, but I do remember them. They were the most useless, pointless. I never understood the purpose of them. I never understood how they worked, but it was a time where everybody was like, "Well, let's get some Pogs."
Yeah, like 94. It was weird.
Yeah.
And like they were an updated version of like the 60s game with you play with milk caps, but I still don't get it.
No, it's dumb.
It's a Pog milk cap invasion. Milk cap sightings are pouring in by the thousands. The cause is anyone's guess.
It's the official World Pog Federation milk cap maker. For the first time ever, you can make your own milk caps. It's cool because it's totally easy.
It's like the judges said on Drag Race this week. It was so stupid.
It was so stupid.
Do you remember moon shoes?
Moon boots?
Moon shoes. They basically look. Excellent. They basically look like Tivas for Spice Girls.
What? Moon shoes?
Google it right now. Moon shoes.
I know moon boots.
I know moon boots, but look up moon shoes.
Moon shoes 90s. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What were these? Bouncy shoes? Mini trampolines for your feet.
Yeah. I wanted some so bad. Never got them because my family was not able to get those. But
what size do they do these come in? Because I will buy this today.
Maybe I'll buy some too in my size and Noah's going to be like, can I? No.
Oh, see, it's one size fits all.
Wait, why did I Google moon shoes and Tifa's popped
up? That's because you're FBI agent assistant. So it says fits up to size 9 men's shoe, and a maximum total weight is 160 pounds.
Ew.
Oh, I'll crush that. So
well, those things are going to flatten right on out.
Yeah.
What about Doodle Bears?
The fuck is Doodle Bear?
It was those teddy bears that came out. You can draw all over them. Give them little tear tats and shit, and then you just put them in a washing machine and it goes away.
Oh, I'm a doodle bear. I come with pens for writing on, notes and names and games and tattoos for putting on. My friends love to doodle and doodle and doodle. Yeah, then I hop in that washing machine and come out nice and clean, cause I'm the original doodle bear. Yeah, I'm the doodle bear.
You know I like to draw
you put your drag.
Go ahead.
Oh, I see it.
Doodle Bears.
You know what I watch? Also, what I've been watching, I found on Tubi, Jim.
Jim and the Holograms?
Yeah, the cartoon.
How did it age?
First of all, I think I'm gonna review it on Twitter or Instagram or something, maybe part of this XD rebrand. But let me tell you something.
It's
serious because the first episode, Jerica's daddy died and he left her half of a record company and a fucked up foster home that was dilapidated, and like her arch enemy who tried to oust her out the company burnt down her foster home. It was fucked up. They tried to run her off the cliff. They tried to kill Jerica. And they all did this to the guys.
First of all, they gave this white girl a name, Jerica.
Jerica Benton, I'm telling you. Jerica.
Black as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I see why parents
Hold
be like,
on a second. What? This is what I needed to tell you, and I'm glad it's on my mind now. I don't know if this is something you would do, but I think it's something that I wish that more black people did, and maybe I just haven't found it yet.
I feel like that was shade, but go ahead.
No, not at all. And it's like actually a compliment.
I wish it was something you would do, you ignorant black bitch.
And when I tell you, you're gonna be like, oh. So I have a new obsession because I can't do anything else but watch TV and play video games and write and work or whatever, right? So I have been on YouTube and I have found myself subscribing and watching family YouTube channels. So like I have been obsessed with this family called this YouTube channel called Just Fam. And here's the thing. And they're all white. Oh. And it's like, but the thing is, they have like white like mess that you didn't realize. Like, so Just Fam, like she started her YouTube channel as a teen mom. Mm-hmm. And so you see her like story of like how she rose to like this fame of like being this one of the YouTube's top mothers or whatever, how she got married, how her nigga left her while she was pregnant with twins. Like, but mind you, mama vlogs every day. She has a new video every other day. And then there's another video, there's another YouTube family. Basically, they have a child named Everly, Everley, however the white people would spell it. They got their whole house furnished as a sponsored ad.
That's because they named their child
Ashley Home. So I'm like, why haven't I seen any black families like be mommy vloggers or shit like that?
Well,
like I want to see. And I'm sure they're out there. I just need to find the black mommy vlog community?
Well, I don't know the black mommy vlog community. I know the family YouTube communities because, full disclosure, raising a black child, I'm like, you can watch
You
things.
need help.
Let's be diverse. I've been showing her the Secret Garden. I've been showing her, like the Little Rascals. We about to watch Karina. So like, we watch things, and I understand that we watched things with, others, foreigners in them. But I try very hard because kids are addicted to YouTube like heroin. And I try very hard to not tell her she can't watch the white people on YouTube, but like limit it. And Tristan be like, well, why you watching them? They ain't got no sauce. And that's when we seek out the black things. So that's how we found Kitty Koo, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's just trying to make sure that I instill in my child that whiteness is not whiteness.
Yeah.
Is not the pinnacle of entertainment. And get into these black families, get into these black kids, and obviously we don't really have too many problems with that, but early on they're exposed to all of the princesses and long blonde hair and this and that, so they want to put mops on top of their head and pretend wigs and towels and look at me, I'm Rapunzel. I'm like, Rapunzel had a fro. It was, her hair was just shrunken up, like, so I'm that mom. Be like, love your blackness and mine.
Bully them into loving their blackness.
Yeah, pretty much, but not to the point where it like pushes her the other direction. But just try to avoid raising the blabbity black. That's all.
Valid.
That's all I'm saying.
What's some shit you had growing up?
Well, there was a lot of things that like I realize now why my parents would be so pissed about it. Like when Nickelodeon came out with Gak Splat, and my dad was like, it's like, this is a ripoff. This is nothing but slime. And but it was like slime for like $12, but it could have been, it could have been like $4 to make it. So, it was things like Gak Splat and things like that. What else did I have? Obviously, we talked about it the other week, Tamagotchis. But the other one, Gigapets.
That's the same thing.
It is the same thing. But, it was two different brands.
When your Gigapets call, you gotta stop.
Don't forget your Gigapet.
Whoa, doggies, Madonna's hungry.
Don't upset your Gigapet.
Dino through.
Don't neglect your Gigapet.
If you want your
Yeah.
Two different brands. So I had we talked about it the other week, but I realized it wasn't a Tamagotchi I had. I had a Gigapet. And you come back from class and they be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Because mine was clear and it matched my pager.
Okay. You were like coordinating. You were like Gigi, but of the 90s.
I was.
Oh, do you remember the Poochie? I might have been a little older when the Poochie came out. Poochie is that little robot dog, and it had that little robot bone. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't own it.
Yeah.
I remember. You remember when Polly Pockets were big?
Yeah. They were so dumb.
I'm Polly Pocket. Want to see what's new? Really fun compacts just for you. Polly Pocket has a stage where she dances ballet in her shiny tutu, so pretty today. Polly Pocket. Polly's water fun park, a big slide for the pair.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever known in my life. I personally like all the simple toys. I love the jump rope. I love the hula hoop. I love the fuck out of
Put it around your neck.
Your bitch loved a slinky.
Jade, what? Were you high as like a child? Only high people enjoy slinkies.
Slinkies were fun.
And koosh balls.
Slinkies were very, very fun, especially when you make them walk down the stairs. It was fascinating. It's like, well, how does it go? I love the Slinky.
You were a stoner at like age 8.
I was a child. I love to skip it. You know, I was bad as hell. We used to love a stink bomb and a smoke bomb. You know what I'm saying? Firecrackers, shit like that.
Those
terrorizing
things that you threw and
you know, shit to terrorize the neighborhood, things like that. But I love to fucking skip it.
Oh no.
You remember when Play-Doh came out with them fuzzy dolls where the hair would grow out? You squeeze it and the hair grows up to head. Hated it. Made me itch.
Oh my god! When I was a kid, my mother bought me like a Play-Doh kind of like. Well, it was weird because I had to make the food. It was like my old McDonald's, and so
I remember.
So I had to make my own fries, but it was out of like bread, and then like they had like Play-Doh that you put to make. Either way, like I had like it was McDonald's food I got to eat for real. Like I got to make a burger. It was like sugary confection things.
Yeah,
but like it was like part Play-Doh and then like other part you would eat it. I don't remember. Like it was weird.
It was kind of like when they make them kits where kids can build sushi, but it's made out of all kinds of little nasty candies.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
How kids don't have diabetes is beyond me.
Listen, something about their little super person bodies, superhuman bodies.
Yeah, that's how they can't catch COVID and shit.
That's why God made their teeth fall out first. He said, y'all ain't ready for the real ones yet.
Yes, because let me tell you something. I would be on a... Yeah.
Bitch, do you remember... Oh, were they called Gator chips? It was a spicy... It was before Hot Cheetos.
That sounds like a racial epithet. That sounds like something you would call.
I hate you. Was it Crunch Taters? You don't remember Crunch Taters?
You little gator chip. Come over here before you get lynched. What is that?
It's a Crunch Tater.
Crunch Taters. My name is Keith. When that crunch explodes, knock me off my feet. That barbecue, I'm telling you, got a thunderous crunch, so tell the bunch. There's a real taste explosion.
Crunch Tater.
It was a Crunch Tater. It's almost like a Wise chip. But they had these spicy barbecue ones. And I would eat the straight up jalapeno ones. It was like jalapeno, like kettle chips before kettle. They didn't call them kettle chips. They called them extra crunchy chips.
And they were Frito-Lay.
I loved Gator chips. Yep.
No.
You don't remember Gator chips? Or, excuse me, Crunch Taters? Nigga, I used to get me a bag of Crunch Taters and a Tahitian treat. Ooh.
Ooh, nigga. Ooh, remember Planters cheese balls? They were so good. Oh my god. I'm looking at that came up.
What are those like?
Yeah, the little cheese balls, the little cheese poofs thingies or whatever. But they were balls that came in the.
Oh, aren't those just cheese poofs?
Yeah, but they were specific. They were really good though. They weren't this.
You know what I hated when they came out though? Puffy Cheetos.
You don't like Cheeto Puffs?
No, nigga. It tastes like cheesy styrofoam, and I'm good on it. Give me a nice crunch. I've always loved a crunch texture, even as a kid. I was like, can I please have some? What are those things I used to eat? Sprees, but not the chewy kind. When they came out the chewy kind, everybody was hype about them, and I was like, just give me the tart, crunchy ones. Just give me the originals, please. I love this Spree.
Today I had Potbelly, and I was so mad that they gave me regular Lay's. Now I love regular Lay's; it's fine, but I really wanted the Zappos. I was like,
ooh,
the voodoo chip.
A voodoo chip, nigga. Ooh, I love the Zapp's voodoo chip.
I need it.
That sandwich place I told you about in Chelsea Market that makes that amazing pastrami sandwich with the fucking apricot aioli or apricot jam on it. They just put like a very thin layer of apricot jam on this very toasted rye, and then they put this delicious thick ass pieces of pastrami, and then you get you some voodoo chips, nigga, that and a pickle.
Wow. Too bad we won't be able to go to Chelsea Market again.
No, because bitches not. I don't care when they open outside.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Did you ever have a Stretch Armstrong?
I did. And let me tell you something. We had a station wagon, and I left that bitch in the back, and that shit motherfucking melted.
Stop, evildoers!
Introducing super stretching superhero Stretch Armstrong. Yes, Stretch Armstrong. Now stretching fun farther than ever before. He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original.
Oh, my mama was so mad because then like it came back and it just never was the same again, and it was just like sticky and it would ooze. It was just like, but I would stretch it.
Oh, me and my sister would literally try to take that thing across the room, separate ourselves, and see how far we can make it go. We were like, let's see if we can break it.
Yeah, me and my cousin Donnell, we'd be at the one end of a hallway to another.
Donnell sound bad as hell.
Oh, he was.
I had a feeling.
He was.
I had a feeling.
He was. He does security now.
On brand. Did you think it was racist that they didn't have a black Stretch Armstrong?
I mean, as black people, we're stretched far enough. We didn't need a toy representing our struggle.
My father was like, I'm not buying you that white doll. He's like, why don't they make a black version of it? This is the 90s.
And he looked like Johnny Bravo.
He did.
In like a Superman getup.
We had Kenya dolls though. Remember when Kenya dolls came out?
Yeah.
I think that was probably the most light skin I ever acted in my life, and I needed to just be happy that they came out with a black representation for us or whatever. But I'd be so mad because my grandma would buy us Kenya dolls, and my cousins all had the Kenya dolls, their complexion, and I was over here in my tragic mulatto militia mess, and I was like, well, why they don't have one that looks like me? And my grandma was like, because every doll looks like you. And that was the beginning of my wokeness. That was the original brown skin girl. Skin just like pearls. I was so mad. And then I was like, all right, valid.
Valid.
Fine.
Like, I get it. I understand my place in this world now.
I'm like, all right, cool. You right, Grandma. Just buy me the Teresa Barbie. She's the closest thing to your girl. Like, but I did love me a Super Soaker.
The Super Soaker 50. Just pump up our powerful air pressure system, and you can soak someone up to 50 feet away. The Super Soaker 50.
Oh, me too. You know.
Yes, I do. Invented by the black man, Lonnie Johnson.
Yeah, and I had like every iteration, because that's what we did, because it was so fucking hot in California. That's what we did. And I had that backpack, and like I had artillery, nigga. Like I should have I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Okay.
But I will say that I was nasty with the Super Soaker, let me tell you.
Nigga, nasty with it.
Yeah.
Noah has her Super Soaker that she tries to use in the house. I'll be doing something and she'll just get me real good, and then it doubles as a Nerf gun. So
oh no, she showed me. Mm-hmm. We had a walkthrough tutorial.
Yeah.
She also tried to make me film it so we could put it on YouTube, and I was like,
She wants a YouTube channel so bad.
Oh, I know.
She wants
because
one
when I was trying out my new lens. I have all the videos on my phone where she tried to make her own video.
She'd be like, "Hey guys, it's your girl Noah." Mm-hmm. She made her Roblox name ASAP Noah. My parents got us things to keep like activities. Like, you remember the Magic Mitt? They still sell them. You can buy them like Family Dollar or whatever. Them 2 Velcro mitts, and they got that Velcro ball.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love them. I want a Magic Mitt now. I used to buy those little not the beach sets where it comes with the buckets and shit like that, but I used to buy the little beach sets where it comes with like two little hook things in the ball, and you catch it in the little hook thing, and it comes with the little bag net set, and it comes with the little Magic Mitt so you can play the Velcro ball. That's the kind of shit that I like.
That's super old school.
Thank you.
And super. Yeah.
My job.
That's hella old school, friend.
They had. Do you remember that racist toy, the homies?
No, I remember the poster with the homies. They're all the Chola girls and the Mexicans.
Yep, racist. Because I know some white people came up with it, but they were also little like claymation looking doll things.
Yeah, I know they made dolls because I saw them at Spencer's. But I do remember the posters because I had a bunch of Mexican friends, and so they would just have the homies. I guess it was hashtag representation for them. So
Didn't know Mexicans come out with that, so that it's not representation.
No, absolutely.
It's just appropriation.
I know, I get that. But at the time, all the Mexicans I knew had it, and the Mexicans I knew had it, and they shit, and I was like, oh, okay, but I didn't know anything about like that.
My father was militant. He was militant, so we would have to. He was like, no, white people made this. White people made these toys. Oh, do you remember Brain Warp? It was kind of like a mix between a Bop It and a Simon Says almost.
This is Brain Warp. When it says green, you better be looking at green. When it says 1, lift the water, you're done. Begin.
Red, green, purple, 5, yellow, white, green, 2, yellow, green, red, purple.
First one to miss does 50.
Yellow, red.
No.
Really?
I know Bop It.
Bop it, pull it, push it, turn it, twist it.
I know Bop It because my mother loves Bop It. To this day, she still talk about Bop It. I'm like, Ma, let her go.
No. Tell her no. Oh, do you want to know what I bought us as a family and nobody knows it yet?
Huh?
I bought us a laser tag set.
Oh, I remember when laser tag became the shit, and they put a laser tag shit down my local mall. Oh, it was such a high school thing.
I bought the vests and the guns, and I have to get like 100,000 batteries, and then I'm gonna turn all the lights off in the house, and we go play laser tag.
That's so cute.
Isn't that fun?
You're such a mom.
Yeah, nigga, but I'm ready to kill these niggas. I'm ready to. But I was behind all over the dining room table. Do you remember when they came out with them Spice Girl dolls, but they weren't Barbies? And they all had really big foreheads?
Mm-hmm. They were like pre-Bratz.
I hate Bratz.
Yeah, they all have like... Bratz dolls are... I don't know if it was like representation for people who live with like...
No.
Chromosomes. Okay.
No. No, I hate Bratz dolls. Then they came out with the Monster High dolls, and the Monster High dolls don't look like they're Brat dolls, but like American Horror Story, same thing.
Yeah, they're all creepy looking fucking dolls, and they're all tackily dressed and shit like that. They're all dressed like Snooki.
Has anybody ever been able to successfully draw anything on an Etch-a-Sketch?
Yes.
You?
No. But I have seen people do things on Etch-a-Sketch.
So how do they make circles and shit? It curves. Because all my shit was boxy. Like Sherry can.
I don't know how. I they might have been tricks where they took like a magnet and they like...
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I did...
That's essentially what it was.
No.
Because you're tuning the lead or whatever
until you start pressing down with stuff, because remember they came out with the little like sponges and things like that where you could, but I remember when you would start to like press down too hard and then you end up fucking up the screen.
I also haven't seen an Etch-a-Sketch since the 70s.
Well, I'm gonna because you were alive in the 70s.
I was. Do they have... How are they? Mechanical drawing toy invented by somebody French.
Etch-a-Sketch draws and writes like magic. Turn the knobs and the lines go up and down and all around. No crayons, no chalks, never any mess. Turn Etch-a-Sketch upside down and shake and everything disappears.
And then
they still make this shit.
And then there were Beanie Babies. You remember the Beanie Babies? Did you have Beanie Babies?
No, my mother tried to collect them and stuff, and I was like,
because we were told they were going to be worth a whole lot of money.
And they are. They are. I've seen them go for like $100,000 on the Antiques Roadshow. But they weren't my jam.
I had them and they were useless.
By then, I like, what is it, 97? I was listening to Mary J. Blige. So like,
no, that's real. That's real. Well, that's not when Beanie Babies came out though.
Like 96, 97. When they became like popular. Or were they like, or was it later?
No, I think it was earlier. Let me see here. Beanie. Yeah.
Like.
1986.
Well, yeah, but nobody was fucking with Ty Beanie Babies in 86. That wasn't like the thing.
I had Beanie Babies in like 93, nigga. My father came back with an otter.
But when was the boom though? Like when Furby came out for a minute and then Furby had a boom.
I don't know.
That evil ass toy.
I don't know when the boom was.
And Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh God, I think I was too old when Tickle Me Elmo came out.
I would say all this shit came out in the 90s.
I had Totally Hair Barbie. They didn't make a black one.
What's Totally Hair Barbie?
The Barbie with the hair down to her feet, damn near. Did they make a black one?
Oh, Weave Party.
That was the one thing because they didn't have as many black Barbies. I had black Barbies, but we had some white ones too, even though Noah don't have none. Because, they did come out with a black Totally Hair Barbie. Oh, shit. Well, why don't I remember her? And it came with a little tube of like hair stuff for her, and her hair went down to her feet.
Yo, people collect dolls like shit. Like Trixie Mattel, like she has a huge ass doll collection, and like she has YouTube videos where she covers like, here are my dolls from the 70s, here are my dolls from the 80s, here are my dolls from the 90s. Like,
Lauren is like that. Lauren has a crazy Barbie collection, like
really?
Vintage Barbies, and yes, she has a crazy Barbie collection. But I'm gonna tell you what my shit was even more than toys. Nigga, do you remember when glitter pens became a thing?
Oh yes,
glitter pens and paint markers,
and black paper.
Ooh,
and you used to write in gel ink.
I used to love a glitter gel pen.
Yes, and they would write so smoothly.
Them Jelly Roll pens, but when they go out, yes. they go out.
Ooh. And don't let them break either, because it'll be a whole fucking mess.
No, it's a mess. Oh, I did have a Tamagotchi. Okay, I had a Tamagotchi and a Gigapet. Because the Gigapet was almost like the cheaper version of the Tamagotchi. And I know we talked about the Talk Boy. Oh, wait a minute. Is this talking about the boom? 93. 93 is when Beanie Babies boomed.
Craze is it's scary.
Of Beanie,
they're just cute.
Crazed.
That's the new baddie.
Collectors.
You ready?
They've been waiting hours for Coach House gift store to open.
I like the duck. We got 2 raccoons, 2 skunks, and 2 spiders.
93.
I felt like it was a bigger later than that.
You remember them Sky Dancer dolls?
No.
Where you pull the thing and the thing flies up. Like it flies up in the air like a fairy. It spins its wings like a Tinkerbell on a pool toy. Look it up.
Oh yeah, when you would like spin it and then like it would like fly. Yeah.
You know, your girl just I liked electronics. Like I liked my Game Boys. I liked my gel pens. A lot of the toy, like I never owned a Furby in my life. I thought it was stupid and creepy.
Yeah, me either. It was creepy. I like dolls like that, and that shit was talking. So
no,
I
did
cool
love my
that.
Cabbage Patch dolls.
I had a My Buddy doll.
Kid sister.
And Teddy Ruxpin.
Of course, you had a Teddy Ruxpin. I told you my cousins bought me a Chucky doll, which was really a My Buddy doll that looked like they were evil niggas.
I said my buddy doll looked like Chucky, but like my Teddy Ruxpin, I would, even though they had the tapes to play it, I would put like SWV in it, and so it would be like Teddy Ruxpin singing "Weak."
I can't. I had pound puppies. I had
pound puppies.
Your girl was into the speak and spell. You know what I'm saying? Like
a speak and CSA.
Yes, I loved it. I never had no big wheels or no shit like that though. Strawberry shortcake was my shit.
I still smell the strawberry shortcake lip gloss because my cousin was at a strawberry shortcake.
Sweet.
And it was like the most sugary, syrupy, sweet thing ever.
And then we used to make those bracelets where you braid them into the other, you loop them, the little plastic bracelets, or you make a little keychain.
Oh yeah, lanyard. I need to order some materials because I could be making an epic one right now during quarantine.
We should make a lanyard.
That's how you do it. That's what you should do. You should watch Drag Race and like do a lanyard. That's how you should unwind. You smoke, you do your lanyard.
Well, I'd rather do something TV. Like useful, like make pants.
Okay, well you can make your Miss Seeley's folks pants if you want to.
Because you know that's the kind I'm gonna make. You know that's what I'm gonna make. And if I'm watching Drag Race where they making their own outfits, which I'm still astonished that these niggas be making their own outfits. I could be making pants. Inspiration. Killing two birds with one stone. I need a sewing machine.
I know I need to be making ponchos because I am so late to the game.
Let's see, what else do we have? What else were we playing with?
It's literally almost time for us to go. TBH.
Oh. Okay.
We've been almost out this for 2 hours, BT dubs.
Oh. Oh, do you remember them little squeezy plastic things that you were supposed to put like coins in and they look like little vaginas on key rings? They had the
Yes, and you put it like this and it would open.
Yes. Useless.
Yeah.
Useless.
Yeah, useless. Because I would always have too many coins to put in there.
Or the little camera joint, and you'd have the little like photo thing with all the little photos around it, and you put it in, and you just click it, and then like they have the ones where you can make them.
A viewfinder. Yeah, a viewfinder. Oh my god, I love those.
I love them.
I always had the Disney one.
Oh, a glowworm. I used to love a glowworm. Have you played Trouble recently?
No.
They remixed the fucking board and I hate it. Stop remixing old classic games.
Yeah.
That's like Uno adding them fucking cards where you can write in your own rules. That's what niggas do anyway. I don't like that. Niggas do that anyway. We don't need anything to encourage it.
Right, I don't like that either. I also don't like these new iterations of Monopoly either. Like Miss Monopoly, I don't like the Monopoly with the credit card. I don't like all that. Give me the original, regular version. Even though I play it on PlayStation, but I still have the actual board game.
I don't want that.
I also mistakenly bought the Clue version of Guess Who. Because I like Guess Who was like one of my favorite games growing up, and I also like Clue, but Clue is a really evolved game.
Clue,
and I made the mistake of buying the Clue version of Guess Who, and it's just a mess. I haven't even went back to play it. It's just
I'm realizing I was a high child because I used to love things like just like the Slinky, the Kush.
Yeah, Kush ball.
I love a Kush ball.
I'm sure I would have fun now, like playing with it.
And like pillow people, useless, but I love pillow people.
Useless shit. Yeah, you've been a stoner ever since inception.
I was a stoner child. The more that we're going through this, I'm like, oh, okay. I just like things with texture and whatnot. I'm like, oh, okay. I can keep myself busy for hours. But that's it. Yeah. We just wanted to talk about a little nostalgia today. A couple of toys and things, things to make us feel happy and good, like when we were children and didn't have no responsibilities.
Yeah, memories, misty watercolored memories of the way we were.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, kids. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
The
days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.